My name is Tenzin Lacton. I came to Canada in 2006 as a refugee family with my sisters and my mom. I was in grade 3. I clearly remember that I spoke very little English. A girl made fun of the way I said something in English. However, when I tried to tell my teacher about it, I could not communicate the problem and ended up crying. I felt very embarrassed, and since then I lost a lot of my self-esteem and sense of self-worth because I could not communicate my own problem. Fast forward to now, I'm a successful youth doing excellent both academically and in the community as a young leader. I have worked hard with many of the challenges and struggles that I faced by working hard in school and staying active in the community through extracurricular activities and through volunteering. Now in grade 12 in my high school PCI, I'm the president of Tibetan Club, a limited community representative in Key Club, and the leader in the organizing team for African Heritage Month. Because I take on a lot of leadership roles in the school, I often get to interact with the school staff team on various duties such as dealing with event proposals, club finances, and student outreach. An issue that came to the forefront through my personal experience over the last few years was how I felt unwelcome in my own school. Whenever I have been to this office alone, many times I was treated abruptly, without a smile. Many times I wasn't thanked for the outcomes such as when submitting funds raised. I know this because when I go with my teacher supervisor, the admins act very attentive and accessible. This difference is like a day and night. I believe that the reason for this wrongful treatment is twofold. One, for being a young person, and two, my immigrant background, mainly how I look and how I sound. Thinking about this disturbing experience as a student leader, I can only imagine how an immigrant youth who may be less successful than I or who has trouble communicating in English is treated. I'm happy for the fact that my experience as a young immigrant interacting with staff and adults has sharpened my observation skills. I'm able to advocate for myself and others now that I'm a good communicator. Sharing this as a BRIC story makes me proud to know that I am raising awareness around this systemic issue which makes young immigrants question their self-esteem early on. Collectively and individually, we can address this issue to help create a more welcoming space for both youth and especially young immigrants in our communities. Thank you.